Okay, so more drama from Ben's mother. So this was 2014. I sent her a letter to try to talk to her again about things, told her we forgive her. And then after I said that, that's after they wanted us to come over. And we're like, look, we don't want to fight with you guys. We forgive you. She took a fit again. Said, you forgive us for hurtful things that we have written and said? What about what you have said? And then she goes, I was in a Grace for the Wounded group, so I already had counsel, and they had even seen this, the way she was, and they were like, yeah, she's pretty mean-spirited. So I had said to her, you don't want to be mean-spirited, and she took that, and I had said, you don't want to be a bully and mean-spirited. So then she said, I literally called her a bully and mean-spirited, which I didn't. So she made all this up. Now this is weird, because when I was at an Airbnb with somebody, when we lost our home, I went to an Airbnb and I had a feeling something wasn't quite right. So I spoke my mind about some things to see what would happen. And sure enough, they had already known what had happened with her. She let them know that she had kicked me out because they tried to do the same thing. And there was just a really big battle going on, because she had told everybody, including Care Pharmacy, lies about me. So people were wondering, you know, how much of this is true. And obviously, she's full of lies, and she continues with this too. Let me see, your letters. People have gasped when they read your letters. Everyone's entitled to their opinion, and that's what they have an opinion page for. So in the paper, I have, before I started in the pro-life ministry, I have written a lot about motherhood. I've written about social issues, and she went so far as to tell me that she didn't like my letters in the paper. So it's kind of like, if you don't like them, then why are you reading them? It's not the fact that she didn't like them. It's, again, they protect their name. They're the type of people who like to look good on the outside, and they're dead on the inside. They're full of dead man's bones on the inside. And the reason why I say that is because Jesus said that. There are people out there who are trying to look good on the outside. The hypocrisy on the inside is unbelievable. They will be very hypocritical, and then they will turn around and try to cover their sin and try to make everything look good on the outside. So they live by a very legalistic system. They're always, you know, cleaning their home, cleaning their cars, and they think this stuff, although good in of itself, makes them a good person. And their heart hasn't been dealt with. Their heart is as wicked as it can be, and they think that they are on their way to heaven, and they're not, because the heart is wicked and deceitful, right? That's what the Bible says. So they don't want me in New Hampshire because they don't like that there's truth. I mean, I don't even really have to say anything sometimes, and they're mad. Like, one day I was driving in my car, I think it was 2 years ago, and Donna actually was in the road, and I almost hit her. She was coming from a dance recital. She wasn't driving right. She had to turn around in the middle of the road right over in Concord on Green Street. And she saw me, and she just saw me in my car and towered. I hadn't seen her in a while, because back in 2018, she told Ben that her own son, that she never wanted to see him again. So I hadn't seen her, and she just cowered. And that's what happens when you have truth in you. Like, I had a lady the other day when I went to a birthday party say, I can tell you walk close to God. I can tell by your countenance you walk with him. And so sometimes that's all it takes for someone to hate you, is they just see it's written all over your face that you walk with God. I had someone else say to me, I know you believe in God, but you act like he's right next to you. And that was a testimony to an unbeliever in my family. So, you know, God says, count it all joy when they hate you for no reason.